So can I able to see my screen?
Right.
Can I able to see my screen? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So we had a discussion yesterday. The first one is number range. Okay, the number range from which number to from and to the number range we can define. The the sequence or series of the number we can define. The second one is whether it is external number range or internal number range. That is the second control. And the third control is which user department means which views you need to be allow for this material type. That is third control. The fourth control is quantity update and value update for the material. Alright. So this is fourth one. And fifth one we are discussing about now field selection control. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So any questions on the last class, number ranges and this user departments, quantity update, any doubts?
So theoretically, there are no doubts, sir.
Okay, okay. So do practice on same day. Okay. So try to complete on the just spend to 15 to 30 minutes and complete that. Okay.
Definitely, sir. Definitely.
Okay. So let's go to that the next control, which we are discussing about that field selection control. So what do you mean by field selection control? So if I'm going to the MM01, okay, I'm just planning to create that any of the industry and any of the material type which I created. Okay. So which material which we created yesterday? That are which material type we created? That RMO created, and the material number we have given that the internal number range. So I can leave that my number range. Okay, I don't need to be enter the material number manually because I have given the material number range is internal number range. Correct? Is it correct? We have given internal number range, right? So where we are given that number range, the if you go to slash o mmnr, mmnr is the transaction code to see that number ranges, and you can search your material type, and you can see that the material number range which is assigned to your material type. That is this is the material number. Okay, this is the material number range. Clear? This is the
Yes.
sequence which we defined, and this is not external, this is internal number range. Okay, so this is the way we can check that. So now I'm just entering that. I'm just planning to create that basic data. Okay, and just one basic data I'm just planning to create. Enter. So see that the number started with the system, it's automatically displayed here. Okay, with the number internal number range. Let's start with the 34 series. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, so some fields are there are so many lot of fields are there for this material. Okay, so each and every material type is depends on the process, depends on your industry. It might be mandatory or it might be optional. Okay, so in case if it is mandatory, then it will display like a checkbox tick mark. If it is not mandatory, then it will display like blank, complete blank. If it is coming like a tick mark, it is displaying like this, then it is a mandatory. So how you can set up this mandatory or optional? So that is the call field selection control that we can define in the field selection control. Okay, so this number range is clear. How we got the number ranges, right? Okay, so now see I didn't fill that this data and I'm just going back. So the system is asking that this is the mandatory. So you cannot, and without entering this data you cannot skip the screen. Okay, so this is what the system is asking, that you have to be enter that the information of material. So I'm just creating some testing purpose, some material XYZ, something which I'm creating. Okay, and this is also mandatory field. Then I'm just saving. So it is not asking every field to enter, but it is asking that whatever the mandatory fields it is asking. So it is no need to be enter all the information, only wherever there is a mandatory fields you can enter that. So you can go display here. display of material, and enter, and basic data was we extended that basic data information which is showing here, material XYZ and the base unit of measure. Is it clear? Is it clear? So to display of the material MM03, to display of material MM03, okay. To create the metal master,
MM01.
MM01, okay. Okay, now let's go to the configuration. SAP reference AMG, and go to that where we have to go, logistical general.
General.
Yeah, logistical general and metal master. Okay, then there is so many settings are there. These are all, it is a settings related to metal master only. So we went to basic date settings and define the output format for the material number. This is for number, how much the length of material number, right? This is how much material number length, okay, and you can see inside the length of is 18. So how you check that in your S4HANA, what is the length it is there?
40.
40. It might be 40 or it may be 18.
Less than 40.
Okay, so that means if you are activated that the number range extension 40, then it will display 40 only. If it is a old, if you are not still not activated, then it will go in 18 only. Okay, so then I'll just go to the global settings here. This is not needed anything, so this is just related to reference materials. It's okay, and nothing to do with that. And this is the one which is needed, we'll discuss later. And this is the one material type. We have created material type, defined material types here. We have created material types here, OMS2. The transaction code is OMS2. Now we will discuss about the field selection control. Okay, so I'm just going to that my material type. Okay, ZR raw material, right? We just created ZRMO. Okay, so I'm just created, select this and go to double click on that. This is the details. Okay, and we just selected this quantity update and value update has a one control, right? At a plant level. What level? What level you are activated the quantity update and value update? Plant level. So it is a validation area level. Why we are calling validation area as a plant? Why we calling validation area as a plant? Because if you maintain at company code level, entire all the area, all the branches, it will be in the same cost. So usually the branch wise, the cost of the every labor cost and transportation cost or manufacturing cost and living cost, all is different. So branch level, every plant level, we are taking as a valuation area. Okay, so the quantity update and value update you can see here. Now we are talking about that field selection control. If you see that here, there is a field reference, it is there. So the field reference will be controlled by controlling the field selections control. Okay, so what it is, you entered ROH here, how it is controlling that the fields mandatory or optional and hide. So this is the reference ID only. Again this reference ID, again the controls will be have to be configured. So where we have to configure that, we have to go to configure the material master. Okay, and you can see here there are different structures are there, and go to here, there is a field selection is there. Okay, then field selection down, if you go to here, there is a assign fields to the field selection group and maintain field selection for data screen. So there are so many factors are there. So the first, it is like fields to the field selection group. So how it will works like, how it will be works like. So field selection control group. Field selection group. Okay, so again here what will be happen, there will be a groups, there are multiple groups. Okay, that groups contains multiple fields are assigned. Okay, multiple fields are there. So now if you are putting that mandatory if you put that mandatory for this group, at what level? At what level? Material type level, right? That material type is assigned
type
to
and
reference, field reference. Okay, this is the field reference. This is field reference. So, what you mean by here? The first thing is, as we discussed that, the first thing is the multiple fields like base unit of measure or distribution, it might be a unit of measure, metal group, like some fields, it is created as a fields selection group, that is a group. In this group, you are putting that whether it is mandatory or optional or hide or whatever the options we have, mandatory, optional, hide
hide.
and display. Okay, at what level? At what level? You are not directly maintaining at material type level. You are first creating one group name. The group name is called it is called field reference. Okay, this field reference you are assigned, at material type. You are assigned at material type. Okay, so that's what, right, we just we just seen here in when you are creating the material type. Okay, sorry, where is that basic? Sorry. So when you are creating this material type, okay, in this material type, when you go to the material type, double click on that. So there is a field reference, it is there. This is the group, this is the reference ID. Okay, that is the reference ID which I am discussing about that. This is the field reference, is the reference ID. You can put that reference ID. If you confuse that, you can put that reference ID. So this reference ID is field reference that is assigned to the your material type. So now this is completed, right? Now this field reference is assigned in the groups, field selection groups. Okay, now let's go to that. Let's go to fields. I'm just showing that some fields here. Okay, so I just to go to, let's assume that, okay, I'm just going to suppose what are the fields which is there. So our field table name is Mara. Or Marcy, some tables are there. Okay, I will go for Mara, whatever it is there. So what I will do here, I'll just go to the whole material number. Okay, let's see. This is the whole material number. Okay, so this field, it is there in the our MetaMaster record. Let's go to MM01, enter, and I'm just go to that material basic data one. Okay, if you can see that there is a old material number, it is there. Okay, this is the old material number. Okay, so this is the one field. So what I'm doing here now, in this old material number, this is assigned to the field selection group 11. Okay, this is the group. In the this 11 group, might be it's not only one, it might be other fields also it is included. What fields it is there? Just click on arrow mark here, field selection material. Okay, in this 11 only one field is there. So that means in this field selection group only one it is there. So let's go and see some other one. Okay, let's see gross weight. So this gross weight also is the one field. Have you seen that field? Gross weight is, this is the field. Okay, let's see how many fields it is there for this field selection group. So this gross weight is assigned to 16 field selection group. Okay, then we'll go inside of that, see how many fields are there. Gross weight is there, okay, and net weight is there, weight unit is there. All these fields are impacted. So what now, if you are doing this field selection group level, if you are putting that your field is mandatory, that means either gross weight or net weight unit or net weight, if you are putting mandatory, okay, it will be impacted for other fields also. So that means other fields also it's mandatory. Okay, clear? So set of the fields assigned to the field selection group. This field selection group having the field reference. The down it is there field references. The down it is there field references. Okay. So what is my field reference here? What is my field reference? Sorry. What is my field reference here? Let's go to here. Just closing here. I'll just go to OMS2. Okay. I'm just going to OMS2 to show that what is the field reference which we have. ZRMO. I'm just going to that. So what is my field reference here? What is my field reference? ROH, right? So I'm going to ROH here. I'm going to the position, click on an ROH. So only this ROH, wherever you are using this field reference in the material type, only those, either you can put hide, or you can put display, or you can put required entry, or you can put optional. So I'm just putting that required entry. Let's put required entry. So what I'm doing now, this gross weight, net weight, weight units, splitting all indicators, all this are mandatory for my material type, and that material type is assigned this field reference. Okay, because why I'm doing for all these fields, because it is all assigned to the one field selection group. So I can do only field selection group level, not each individual field level. Okay, so now I'm saving this one. So what I did, as of now what I did, any idea what I did? Any idea about that what I did? So what I'm doing here, in the metal master, when I'm using to create using this material type, when I'm planning to create any material, okay, so what my requirement is, okay, my requirement is this gross weight, net weight, weight units are mandatory. Have you seen that here? Because we are activated that mandatory, it is coming, it's mandatory. Before that, I just entered only like something like something which I entered, and I entered here the basin top measure, then I saved. But now if I am saving that, the system is asking that gross weight and weight, net weight and weight unit are mandatory. Why it is asking? Why it is asking? Because we put that this is the required entry. At what level? At what level? Field reference level. What is the relationship between the field reference to material type? This field reference you are assigned to your material type level. Where you are assigned? You are assigned at this material type level. If I remove this one, this field reference, then what will be happen? The assignment will be gone. So there is no mandatory, there is no optional, right? So the field reference you are assigned here at your material type, okay, that material field reference you did that this should be mandatory, required entry at field selection group level, at this field selection group having these fields. Clear? Suppose I just put that hide. Okay, if I just put the hide, what will happen if I just put a hide? What will happen? What will be happen? What it will be happen if I just only hide? Hide is nothing but if I'm going to the create same material type and industry and something, I'm going to that basic data and enter. Oh, where is that? Where is the gross weight and net weight and weight unit?
Those are hidden.
It is a hide. It is hidden, right? So we hide that, so it's gone. So it is not displaying now. Okay? Clear? So this is a way you can do that. Wherever you need the controls, you can control it. How you want to be control it? You can control your fields. Okay? Clear? Any questions here?
No questions.
If you put display, it will just display. Okay? You cannot enter the information. It will display only blank. Okay, so optional required all these things. So same way, if I put the old material number, if I'm just put the old material number, what will happen? This is 11. Only one field is there. Okay, so this field level, my ROH field reference, which is putting that mandatory. Let's go with display. What will happen? Display. What will happen if I just put the display? I'll go back again and I'll create again MM01 and go to create button and basic data and enter. See here, it is the display, only display. I cannot enter anything. So you got a point how it is like display. Is it clear?
Yes.
So this is the way you can control the your fields. Whatever the fields you need to be controlled, you can do. So how you can find that field name? So the field name, if you want to be find that, you must be know about the your table name. So this Mara is the table name. Okay. So it's not only one table. We have so many tables are there. MARC is there. If you go to MARC, this is all plant relevant data. Okay, even we have that MUKE. Okay, even we have the MARD. So like we have so many tables are there. Okay, so before you going to that, when you are planning to hide the field, any of the field if you are hiding, if you are planning to hide, first you need to be know that which field it is, what is the table name for that. Okay, what is the table name for that, we have to be aware about that. So how to find that? How to find that? You have to be enter the F1. Okay, just click on F1, functional F1, and if you can see that technical information here, the technical information have the table name Mara. Okay, so not for every field you can find this table name, but some fields you can find it. So it must be the transparent table or it must be table. If it is a structure, that is not a table. If it is a table category is transparent table or table, then only it is a table name. If it is a category is the something structure, then you cannot. Okay, clear? Is it clear? So I'll show you any of the one which you can find that. Mostly I think all is a transparent tables only, mostly. See here, this is the structure. This is not table. Okay, system it is not a it's structure. It is not table. Okay, so in this case you cannot find. Okay, clear? Are you clear? So did you understand that how to control that field selection control? So what is the first to have? What is the factor first you have to be find that for fields which you are planning to optional or hide or something. First you have to be find that which field selection group it is there. Okay, in which field selection group having that. So check that how many fields are there. Multiple fields assigned to field selection group. Okay, so then go to that and check what is the your field reference. What is your field reference? At field reference level, you need to be control optional or hide or display or mandatory. Okay, required or mandatory. What is this? Some both are same. Okay, clear? Is it clear? Any doubts here? Any doubts here? What is the part here? SAP Logistical Journal. Pawan, you are there? Pawan?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So material master. Then go to field selection here and assign fields to field selection group. Okay, so it is somewhere it is open already, so that's why it is showing. Okay, it is already open. Okay, so this is the way you can do it. So finding your field or table, okay, if you know field, it's okay. So how to find a field? I'm just talking about only table, right? The half of them I'm just talking about that. But reminding that how you can find, you can go to SC11. The transaction code is SC11 and enter the database table. So I'm just entering the Mara table and go to display here. Okay, so here these are all fields only, field names are okay. Okay, field names only. So my field name is field is all material number. So I'm just copying this, I'm just copying this field name. Okay, and go to that, go to here, field name, enter Mara hyphen BSD. So then it will go to exactly to that line. Okay, if you know the field name, then exactly you can search like that. If you don't know field name, then you can just search table and see, checking by one by you can do that. Okay, clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, now I have one requirement. Okay, so in this field reference I want to be use my own customized field reference. So I'm using ROH, right? So I don't want to use ROH because ROH is using for the other material types also. But I want to be my own field reference. So what I can do? Okay, I'm just putting this save required first. Okay, then I'm just copying this one and copy this one. Select the line and copy, and I'm just creating that my own RMO. This that RMO field reference is for me only, for my requirement only. So I'm just copying and save. Okay, I have created ZRMO. Okay, I'm just putting that this is the hide. This field is hide for ZRMO reference. So now what will happen when I'm creating a material number? If I am creating the material number now by using this material type, what will be happen for this field? What happened?
It will be high.
It won't be, nothing happen because you still not assigned this. You just created. You should still need to be assigned that. Okay. So what you need to do? You have to go OMS2. Go to OMS2. Select that your material type. Assign this field reference. Okay. Go to your material type, enter here. Instead of ROH I'm using that my own customized one. Now I just use my own customized one. So what will happen now? So this is correct, this is correct. ZR right, which I created. Okay, so now what will be happen? I'm just going back and I'm just creating my material master record MM01. Okay, select view and I'm unselect all. I'm just selecting only basic data. Okay, and enter. Then if you can see that this field is hide, the whole material number is not appearing now because it is hide. It is hide. But if I go to the other material type, but if I'm going to the other material type, MM01, if I'm going to the other material type ROH, okay, ROH, then it will be display. It will be display as a mandatory because that is assigned to some other field reference. Clear? Is it clear?
So, yeah.
So this is the way it will be work. Okay. So this is a one control. So field selection control. So how many controls have currently we have? How many controls?
5.
5 controls. One is number range, second external number range or internal number range, user department, field selection control, quantity update and value update. The next control is price control. What is this price control? So how this material type is controlling the price control? So tell me one thing. Okay, so we have the two concepts. We have price control concept. Two have. Okay, one is price control V. Okay, the other one is price control S. We have two. So what is the difference here? Price control V is nothing but like a moving average price. Moving average price. And what is the price control S? Price control S is the standard price. Okay. So what is this difference? So I'll just ask question. Okay. I'll just ask. So I prepared one FG product. Let's assume that 1 kg atta. Okay. I just prepared atta powder from my side. So who will fix this price? Who will fix the price? Because who will be fix this price? Our company only, right? Because I only produce this product, so I am the authorized person to fix this price, because I know that how much component cost, how much labor cost, what is the operational cost, or what is the manufacturing cost, everything I know. So I am just fixing the price of 1 kg is 70 rupees, right? Suppose I have the raw material. Okay, let's assume that 1 kg of jaggery. Let's assume that jaggery. Now, this is the raw material which I am just planning to raw material. So, I am buying this product from multiple suppliers. Now, supplier 1. So, the cost of the jaggery is 1 kg is they told at 90 rupees. Supplier 2. The cost he said that 1 kg is 89 rupees. Okay, and supplier 3. It is like he said that 70 rupees. Okay, and same thing, the same product from the supplier 1. Okay, which I am planning to buy on 14th July. Okay, the cost is 90 rupees. But supplier 1 I bought from on 12th July, the cost is 70 rupees, or it may be 88 rupees. So that means from the same supplier, different dates or different timings, it is the cost is different, or right, and even different suppliers, different cost is there for the same product, right? So why it is different prices? Because it is not my own product, it's not my own production product, it is the buying from the multiple suppliers. It depends on the demand, depends on the brand, depends on the quality, it might the price is different. Agreed? Agreed or not?
Yes, sir.
Same, if it is like milk packet, milk, it's different brands, different cost will be there, right? So but if you see that this atta, which is my own brand, I am manufacturing this product, so I know that this cost will be fixed for a longer time, right? So here when we talking about that, the standard price is nothing but like a fixed price. Okay, and moving average price is nothing but like a, it is like a averaging of the price which you bought from the multiple suppliers by it depends on the stock, right? Clear? So how it is like you can calculate this moving average, how you can calculate. So suppose today I bought 100 rupees stock, okay, which having that 10 quantity, okay. Then again I bought 110 rupees with the same of 10 quantity, and again after some time I bought which is a 120 rupees with the 10 quantity. It might be multiple different dates or it is the same. Okay. Now what is the my stock value? If I am talking about what is the my stock value? Stock value is 100 plus 110 plus 120. So this is the 330. 30 rupees is the my total stock value, right? Because I have 30 stock. 30 stock, if I cannot say that 30 stock value is 300 rupees, right? Because different values we bought, different, right? And what is the total stock I have? This total stock I will put this one, total stock value, and total stock, how many quantity? 30 quantity I have, right? Now average, if you am taking about this, average price, if I am talking about that, 330 by 30. So that means 11 rupees. So average moving average price cost is 11 rupees based on my stock value, right? But if a same thing which is like when I'm selling this one, suppose like total stock I have, total stock production which is happened, first it's happened 10 quantity, the next which is happened 10 quantity, again 20 quantity, 30 quantity, and 10 quantity or something which is happened. Now my total stock is how much it is? 10 10 20 40 70 80 90 100 100 stock, 100 quantity which is produced. So what is the my stock value, total stock value? 100 quantity into which price of fixed price, let's assume that is 100 rupees, 100 into 100, right? So 10,000 rupees is the my total stock value. So it won't be changed. Even the quantities, multiple quantities you are producing, the stock price will be same. So this is the standard price. So the price always calculating, the stock value always calculating based on the standard price. Okay? Clear?
Yes, sir.
And moving your price, it will be fluctuation based on the when you receive the stock, when it's not only receipt, it is not only receipt, even it is the consumption also. If you did consumption something, again that stock, if suppose I just consume this one, then what is the remaining moving average price? If I just already consumed this one, so this is already consumed. Now what is the average stock I have? Average price of the stock I have only 210 divided by 20, right? So that means 10.5 rupees. So it was changed because this stock we already consumed. So I don't have the stock, it's gone from my point. So the 10 quantity which 120 rupees which we bought, this is consumed already. So currently I have only these two. So like the moving average price will be fluctuated and it will be changed every moment when the stock added or stock consumed. Okay, clear? But in this case, even if you are consumed this 10 quantity also, there is no difference of price. There is no difference of this fixed price, right? And even if you consumed all these things and only 30 stock is there, even that also fixed price will not be changed. Clear? Is it clear?
Yeah, it's good.
So this fixed price we called as a standard price. Now how this is controlling here? Price control S or V or V. So it depends on the material type, because if it is raw material, obviously we have to use the moving average price because we are buying the product. So what is the concept here? Where whatever you are buying from multiple sources, those are always consider moving average price, that is called V. Okay, wherever there is a fixed price or own production price, own production which is produced by our company, okay, that we always consider as standard price. So usually what products we are producing? Usually we are doing final finished products, right? Finished products are produced by our company. And what is the average products which generally we are buying from outside? Raw materials, right? Packing materials, like other consumables, all it is, right? So based on a material type, you can fix that whether it is the price control S or price control V. Clear? So this is also one setting. Any questions here? How the price control it will be set up? So let's see again. I'll go to again. I'm going to where I'm going to that. I'm going to OMS2, the transaction code, OMS2, and go to your material type, ZRMO, and select that, double click on that, and here you can see here there is a material type is mandatory. So there is a standard price or moving average price. Okay, standard price or moving average price. So in your material type, if you selected standard price, then system will suggest the standard price. If you put that moving average price, system will be suggesting that moving average price. If you put that this checkbox price control mandatory, what will happen? Always, if you select that, always it is moving average only. You cannot change the standard price. Okay, clear? Okay, so why, sir, why we need to change? Why we need to suggest? Why we need to either go for standard or moving average price? Why we should not go for only one? So I have one case. Okay, so I have one product. I have one product. Okay, so let's say the product one. I have one product. So which we are manufacturing, and at a time, or I can buy from outside also. So it depends on the demand. Okay, it depends on the demand. Sometimes what I'm doing, I'm only manufacturing. I'm manufacturing myself. Okay, in in case if we have any shortage, okay, I'm buying from outside. So in this case, what will be happen? So whether you are using S or whether you are using V, whether you are using S or whether you are using V. So it depends on your business scenario. You can select that. So in that case, material to material, it might be different, right? Some cases are some trading materials are we can maintain standard. Some trading materials are we can maintain V. So in that case, you can have the option that you can select in the MetaMaster icon. So instead, at that time, you don't need to be select this price control mandatory. So I'll show you here. I'm just putting price control mandatory and saving here. Let's create the material. Let's create the material in this RMO material type. So I'm just going to that MM01. Okay, I'm selecting this one. Here RMO. Okay, and go to select view. So standard price and moving our price control, it will be there in the accounting data, because price accounting is the factors they are validating these prices and all. So accounting one, I'm just going to there. Okay, enter that your company code. So TA, TS or TA, TH, whatever it may be, you can go to that. Sorry, what is the TA? ST, yeah? TST, okay. TSP and TSC, okay. TSP, I'm just going to TSP, enter. Now, if you see here, it is grayed out. I cannot change here. So, I cannot change gray out here. So, even it will be display standard price, standard moving average, but it is a display only. Why it is display? Because I have put that it is a mandatory. I just put that it is the mandatory. The price control is mandatory. If I'm selected, unselected and save this one, Okay, what will be happen? Just go back again. Just go back again and MM01 and select again price control accounting data, enter, and enter that our plant, enter. Then if you see that here it is edit mode, it is not display mode, so still I can change. So it is suggesting the V, but still I can change. Clear? Do you understand? Okay, clear? Any
Yeah.
questions here?
And like once we do the practice, we might get.
Yeah, do that practice. Okay,
That's how it's like.
yeah, and the last seventh control. Okay, the last seventh control. Okay, one control which is that is like external purchasing orders. External purchasing orders allowed, or internal production orders allowed for this material type. External purchasing orders allowed or internal production orders are allowed. So what is this actually? So for every material type, either you are planning to buy, either you are planning to buy the product from outside, or either you are producing the product inside. Right? Correct? Every product either have to do. Can you go on mute, Shravan?
Sir,
Can you go on mute? It's some disturbance for you. Yeah. Okay. So external purchase orders allowed or internal production orders allowed. What is the meaning of that? If suppose the product you are using for, suppose let's see, the product you are uh, producing inside or buying from outside. Okay, buying is happening externally, means you are buying from outside, and producing production is happening in the internally. So which material type of material you are doing production, which material type of material you are doing buying from outside. So that is the you are controlling. So you are either you can control that externally purchasing orders are allowed. That means you are allowing these materials to buy from outside. Internal production orders are allowed. That means you are planning to produce the product internally for this type of materials. So that controls here. Or you can also allow, or you can also allow both. Both. Why? Why it is both? Either externally or internally. Why it is both? We just talking, right? If it is a trading material, suppose some products we are buying from outside, some products we are, same product might be I am buying outside or I am producing inside. So it depends on the demand. I am just producing inside and outside. And in that case, you can allow for both. Okay, so this control is in the metal master record. Again, I'm just going to OMS2. Okay, go to OMS2 here, and you can see here there is a material type. I will just go to material type ZRMO. Go to here. You can see here the internal and external purchase orders are allowed. Okay, external internal purchase orders are allowed. If I go to here, the external internal purchase orders are allowed. That means if I just put that 2 for external purchase orders, that means the system is allowing that to create the purchase orders. That means you are planning to buy product from the outside. So system is allowing. Suppose you are putting that no external purchase orders are allowed. So system not allow that to create any purchase orders using this materials with this material type. Okay, so same control here also. The second one, if I select a 2 here, the system will be allowed internal purchase order means it's production orders. So system will be allowing to create the production orders for this material type by materials. Okay, if you select it 0, system will not allow to create any production orders allowing these materials which is created with material type. Okay, if I'm putting 2 if I'm putting 2 means either I can go for external purchase order, I can go with internal purchase order, anything which I can go. So it depends on your selection here. It will be controlled. So so it is valid, right? It is a valid reason, right? Because if I'm creating raw material, the production department mistakenly they produce that product, they have created a production order, so it is wrong, right? Because raw material we are always buying from outside, we are not doing any production for that, so we can restrict that control. So based on the material type, whatever the materials you created, all these materials are either production orders allowed or are purchase orders allowed, or it's both. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is the one more control here. Okay. So these are the major controls. Okay. So other than we have small other controls are there, but it's not uh, mandatory. But we can discuss later those when we get that scenario. Okay. But these are the actually mandatory. Clear?
Yes.
Clear? Any questions here? Any questions here?
No, sir. No.
No
Okay.
question.
So just remember this all the points. Okay. So when you do practice, no, so automatically you can remember all these points by point where it is impacted. Okay. So this external purchase order reward in internal purchase order, how you can test it, that you can go to again. Okay. MM01, go to MM01. Okay, enter here, and so productions we are planning actually at a MRP level, right? Planning level. So whether it is produced or it is purchase orders, MRP level it is. Okay, I'm just entering that the information here, whatever entry is required. Then you can see here, I'm just entering other details which is required first. Okay, then I go to MRP2. Here you can see that MRP type. So this is the MRP type that is controls here. So if you see here, the X both procurement, that means internal purchase order, external purchase order, or if it is a F E, in-house production. If it is F, it is external procurement. So whatever you selected here, where you selected, here, go to OMS2. Go to your material type, select this one, go to details. In details, you are selected both. That's why it is coming X. If I selected 0, this is. If I'm just selected 0 and only I'm allowing the external purchase orders. So I'm saving this one. Now I'll be go back again. Okay, I'll go back again. So remember that the older one is it is X. Now let's see how it works. I'll just go to MM01 again, select this one, and I'm just go to MRP2 view directly, enter, and material type or material plant. Okay, then if you can see that this is F, you got F, right? So earlier it is X, now it is F. That means external procurement only allowed, not in-house production or not for both. So this is the control here in the metal master. So based on that, when you are using this material number, the system will not be allowing to create any production orders for only it will be allow only purchase orders. Okay. So when it will be work, it will be work majorly in the 99.9% in the automatic planning. So when system is generating the documents, the automatic requisitions and the requirements are created. At that time, this procurement type will be controlled. Okay, system will be generated production order instead of purchase orders. System will be generated purchase order instead of production order. It depends on this control. Clear? It's clear. So
Yes,
when
sir.
automatically generated, okay. So this is the control. So how many controls are there totally? 7 controls,
7.
okay. So do practice, and when you did the practice, just test it. One by one you can test it, okay. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay then. So then we can close the call today. Any questions?